Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Darrow here with another Options and Play video update. We spend a lot of time kind of breaking down um, the overall action in the market when we get together for our option sessions. And one of the reasons I like to do that is just because what's going on in like the Qs, what's going on in SPY, etc. I mean, that really impacts a lot of our trades, right? Because if the tech is acting bearish, then I want to be focused more on bearish trades, and if tech is acting bullish, then I want to be focused more on bullish trades, right? So even though I don't on a day-to-day basis trade the SPY or the Qs very actively, it just I like to kind of always have like a feel for it and like kind of talk through my reasoning or what I'm looking at or what I see, because that's what really shapes like the overall trades that I tend to find, right? And just earlier in the week, things have changed from then, from when we last got together. So that was Monday night. And the main thing was that we finally got a pullback. So after 10 up days in a row, Q's finally pulled back. And, during yesterday's action, we were kind of talking about this while it was developing. It's like, are we going to draw, a very similar parallel to what we did in September, right? When it was like up, 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 and then kind of just like the elevator, like straight back down, right? And what you'll notice is today, a pretty good, I mean, it looked like it could potentially be that way early when we started to drop, but the Qs ended up bouncing right at the 20, and now they have rebounded to almost reset near the 8 EMA, not quite, but importantly, it's back above 300, which to me is like kind of like a big round focus level. It was also kind of like the double top from October, November. So Qs above 300, initially held the 20-day, haven't reset above the 8 EMA. So overall, I'd say maybe not as bad, or certainly not as bad as it could have been today. It's not a perfect, and it's not, it's not like we are necessarily going to rip right back to the high, although we could. But I'd say that today is like a good recovery day after the way we closed yesterday, and I am still net bullish. To me, I will start to get probably much more cautious if we do break below 300 again and lose this 20-day, because that could really open us up for like deeper retracement into like the low 290s, like the 50 days. So like that's going to be kind of the line of the same for me. In terms of trade ideas, what I'm looking at, I mean, today software really came back in a big way. A lot of the momentum names came back. Interestingly, though, like the big tech names still haven't. They did bounce, but they're still not waking up. And whether that's because of like the Tesla inclusion next week, some of the fund managers need to like open up money to like buy Tesla, or whether maybe people need to open up money to, or excuse me, free up money to buy some of these hot new IPOs like Airbnb or DoorDash, right? I don't know what the reason is, but this is really going to be a focus of mine into year end. Like Microsoft, you can see, Apple, right? Facebook had a little bit of a headline, but same idea. Amazon, a big name that's really not doing much. So what I'm watching, and for better or worse, over like the next few days, next few weeks, is how does the big cap tech respond? Because if Qs hang in and if Qs start to get good again, they start to grind back up to their high again, these are the names that I'm really looking to wake up and start to participate. These have been, for the most part, like dead money for a month, maybe even like 2 months on some of them. And to me, like there seems to be a lot of potential here, but really they need to get going. They haven't been able to string together a few days. I think, of the 3 or 4 or 5 names, like I feel like Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, those are probably going to be my focus. But I mean, Facebook and Google, well, Google's been leading. Those Facebook and Google trade a little bit different, a little bit more headlines on them. So that's why I haven't been as focused. But definitely Apple, I feel like it still looks okay. Amazon has work to do. Microsoft, the same. But from an option perspective, I feel like these things have been quiet. You get the breakout, right? And then you get the implied volatility expansion. So you get some of those moves that I talk about where it's like volatile stocks go through periods of contraction. Then options start to come down as the implied volatility starts to contract, and then when they break out, you get the stocks moving higher. So you get the net debit increasing, you get the implied volatility increasing. So sometimes you get those 2-for-1 trades. So that's why I'm focused on them, and we'll see. So like I said, be keeping an eye on them the next couple days, next couple weeks. All right. So, if you like this video and you're looking for more information on option swing trading or more information on day trading options, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options and play. I hope you have a wonderful night. Stay well, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.